Two people were arrested on involuntary manslaughter charges in connection with the deadly California warehouse fire that killed 36 people more than 6 months ago, including the manager of the property, officials said Monday. Derek Almina was arrested Monday morning, along with warehouse tenant Max Harris, in connection with the blaze, Alameda County District Attorney Nancy O'Malley said at a press conference on Monday afternoon. Both Almina and Harris each face 36 counts of felony involuntary manslaughter, one for each of the victims of the fire, and up to 39 years in prison, officials said. Almina was the leaseholder and founder of the Hive-like artists and APOS collective at the warehouse, known as the Ghost Ship where revelers had gathered on the night of December 2 for party when the warehouse went up in flames. A probable cause document from the District Attorney and APOS's office said Almina let Harris live in the warehouse starting in 2014 and made him its creative director, allowing him to collect rent, mediate any disputes between tenants, and act as an intermediary between Almina and the owners of the warehouse. Defendants Almina and Harris knowingly created a fire trap with inadequate means of escape. They then filled that area with human beings and are now facing the consequences of their actions, O'Malley said. O'Malley said her office must now prove that Almina and Harris acted with gross reckless conduct akin to disregard for human life. She said that because the two allegedly allowed people to live in the warehouse, deceived authorities and the property owners about that fact, conducted construction that included electrical work without proper permits, and held massive parties at the property, they had acted recklessly and created a deadly and dangerous space. The probable cause document said that on the night of the fire, Harris allegedly blocked off an area of the second floor of the warehouse that included a stairwell in preparation for the party, meaning upstairs guests only had one escape route. The paying guests were faced with a nearly impossible labyrinth of the DEFE and DANTS and APOS making to get out of that building, she said. Almina was arrested in Lake County, California, and Harris was arrested in Los Angeles County, she noted. No specific date had yet been set for the two to be arraigned in Alameda County, District Attorney spokeswoman Teresa Drenick said. Drenick said that, because of the nature of the fire, it and APOS consuming nearly all of the evidence in that warehouse, the cause of the fire would likely remain as undetermined. Officials have said that the fire that engulfed the warehouse was already raging on the ground floor before a victim on the floor above realized anything was wrong. The fire sent smoke pouring up 2 staircases, trapping the partygoers who were overcome before they could escape, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms said at a briefing back in December. The structure, which was zoned as a warehouse but was converted without permits into a living space, had been on REGULATORS and APOS radar for almost 2 decades before the deadly blaze, according to government records. A habitability investigation of the warehouse was still pending at the time of the fire, records show. At least 10 complaints had been recorded at the site, which included an adjoining vacant lot, since the family of Chor Nar-Sueng began to purchase the properties in 1997, according to Oakland and Alameda County records. Relatives of some of the victims have sued Almina and utility company Pacific Gas and Electric for wrongful death. Almina told the Today Show back in December that he was incredibly sorry and that everything that I did was to make this a stronger and more beautiful community and to bring people together. Almina became increasingly distraught as the interview went on and was asked about how his own role in managing the space may have played a role in the incident. I didn't do anything ever in my life that would lead me up to this moment. I am an honorable man. I am a proud man, he said. No, I am not going to answer these questions on this level. I rather get on the floor and be trampled by the parents. I rather let them tear at my flesh than answer these ridiculous questions. I am so sorry, I am incredibly sorry, he said.